So today is kicking off my challenge that I'm doing. I'm participating in a challenge called the 12 Days of Smoothies. It's a play on 12 Days of Christmas. I haven't made my smoothie yet today, but I'm super excited to do it because it is a mint chocolate chip smoothie. I'm like, that's my kind of smoothie, right? When we can model our smoothies after our ice cream, it's going to be a good day. All right, so today we are talking about 3 things to do when facing storms in life or facing a storm in life. So this is something that I wanted to share with you for a variety of reasons. But basically, what is a storm? A storm is when we go through something that is not pleasant. It's not happy. It doesn't make us happy. It's something that we didn't ask for. But the first thing I want to encourage you to do if you're going through a storm in life is to take responsibility for it. This is a mindset shift because oftentimes, sorry, my computer's going crazy. Oftentimes, we want to blame the storm on someone else or say it's not my fault. We want to take the victim role, and that's not going to help us. Even if it's not our fault, even if we didn't play a role in it. I mean, many times the storms we find ourselves in are a result of our own dumb actions. I know I'm a prime example of that. But there are cases where it's not our fault. But even if it's not your fault, you want to take responsibility for it because you're the only one who can change your situation. A few weeks ago, I did a video on E plus R equals O, and that's your experience plus your reaction equals your outcome. The only thing we ever constantly always have control of is our reactions. So when we take responsibility for things, that's the first step when facing a storm. Morning. Let's see. Good morning, Lois. Glad you're here with us. So the second thing, and I know I might get some lash for not making this the first thing, but the second thing on my list is to seek God. And the reason I said the second is because oftentimes when we're in the depths of our crap, in the place that we don't want to be, we're not in the position to seek God yet. First, we have to take responsibility. Okay, this is what's going on. And I can handle this, right? You can't handle this, but you just acknowledge where you're at. So taking responsibility is acknowledging. So you have to do that first before we can reach out to God, right? So then we're going to seek God because when we're in a storm, good morning, when we're in a storm, it means that it's a battle for our hearts, all right? So remember, peace is not found in the absence of a storm. Peace is found in the presence of Christ. And that is something that I heard recently. And another quote that came to me that I heard recently is, we cannot allow the presence of a storm to doubt the presence of God. So, we're going to take responsibility. It's a mind shift. We're going to seek God in those storms, right? And so then the next thing that we're going to do is find purpose. Again, this is another mindset shift. We're going to seek, okay, what is the purpose in the storm? Scripture tells us that he's going to work all things to the good who loves us. That doesn't mean that all things are going to be happy and easy and peaceful, right? So we're going to say, okay, take a step out. We're taking responsibility. Okay, we're here for whatever reason, if it's our own stupidity, if it's because something outside of our control, but we're going to control our reactions. Our first reaction is going to be to seek God, right? Then we're going to, okay, as we're seeking God, we're going to ask him to show us the purpose of the storm that we're in. And storms can have many, many names, right? But whatever that is for you or your loved one, God's going to make a purpose out of that. He's going to make a way for it. There's going to be a time that in the future, you're going to look back and you're going to identify it if you don't know it now. But I encourage you to ask him, what is the purpose in this? How am I going to grow? Because that's what storms do. They make us grow. And this, again, is a mindset thing. We've talked about, growth mindset. We've talked about, my mind just blanked on me. We want that growth mindset where, we're not failing. We're continually moving forward, right? And that we can look at everything in his light, through his eyes. And that we can get through that. All right, guys. So if you are not already in my Facebook group, Faithful and Financially Free, you want to pop on in there because we are launching the Balance and Grow Your Life Challenge. It's going to be based on the ULA book. This is a book that we're going to be reading this month. Whoop, whoop. We're going to talk about it each Thursday. Once you grab your book, you want to make sure you post a picture of it in that group because you're going to be entered in a drawing to win a journal that I created just for this challenge. So you want to make sure you pop in the group, grab your book. We're going to do one section a week. I kind of spread it out. I don't usually like to spread this out, spread challenges out that far. I've kind of done that in the past and said that it wasn't the best always. But because given the month that we're in, we're going to read one section a week. I think that gives people plenty of time to kind of keep on board and not have to worry about drowning with all the stuff that's going on. So one section a week from the book. We're going to chat about it on Thursday mornings. And that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's see if I have any other comments before I cut off. My computer is not wanting to work with me today. Let's see. All right. Yes. We got yes. Control our reactions. This is good. Growth mindset. I'm working this. Yes, we all have to do that. And you've got your book. Yes, Lois, you are already entered into our prize to win that drawing for the journal. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow.